What's up, everyone? Welcome back. So, gonna take a little bit more of a different approach today. We're not gonna kind of do a gym video like we normally been doing. We're gonna go into my gun collection. You guys have already seen the Accuracy International, and some of my friends have asked, "Hey, why don't you show your EDC?" So, I'm gonna show you guys what I carry every day. So, what I carry every day is my Infinity SVI. Now, this is a 2011 platform style handgun that I ordered probably about 2 years ago, or that's when I received it, and I ordered it probably a year before that. It's just a beautiful gun, man. Funny enough, this isn't mine. This is Kim's. I got this for Kim as a anniversary gift. Actually, I gave it to her on Valentine's last year, I think, or 2 years ago. But it was a Valentine's Day gift gun. If you know anything about Infinity, is that you can customize this gun any way you want, build it up from the ground up. At least that's how it was back then when I could have the gun builder. Nowadays, I think they kind of do pre-builds, which are still beautiful guns. But I think they're going to open up the gun builder eventually, because the last time I had talked to them, they said that's eventually going to come back. But right now, they're kind of doing pre-makes that they design. So, but yeah, let's break it down. Let me empty the gun, make sure nothing's in there. So I've always been a big 2011 person. I've always been a big 1911 person. And when I found out about 2011s or the double stack 1911 platform guns, I wanted to get on it because I love the metal frame. I love hammer fired pistols. I love the control. I love how it just holds recoil, makes it less work for me as a shooter. Yes, can a Glock, SIG, Smith & Wesson, HK do exactly this? Of course. It's just what I wanted, right? And I'm not going to knock on anyone who wants to spend their money the way they do, but, you know, get what you want. So this is what I got. I nicknamed this gun Black Pink.
Black pink in your area.
I don't think Infinity at the time when they created my gun, they had a pink gun or anything pink to it. It's hard to tell, right? It looks like red, but this is actually pretty vibrant pink. Just beautiful, beautiful handgun. Guys out of Infinity knocked it out of the park. Pink magwell, flower and bezels at the bottom, which what I asked. Aim point acro. There's a little butterfly engraving, as you can see right here by the trigger. I actually stole this idea from Post Malone. He got his Infinities done. He had a pair, and I think I saw them on his gun, and I'm like, I might have to do that. So I got that from Post Malone. Island barrel with comped. So, beautiful gun. Probably like maybe a 2.5 pound trigger weight, I think. I don't know all the full specs of it. I'm just, I just bought it because I've wanted one. I wanted a gun that I can say that I designed, and I wanted it for myself. Kind of the story of how I got this gun is, like I said, I've always been a 2011 person. I think at the time I had went through every 2011 style gun you can think of from different manufacturers. My first one was with Triarch with the Tri 11. Had two of them, one with an optic cut, one with not an optic cut. I didn't know anything about 2011 1911s very well at that time. I probably didn't even know about handguns very well. That just know how to shoot it. So I didn't know too much about them. Wasn't really for me. There were some finicky things to it. But it was a beautiful handgun. I just, not for me. Took some time, and then I don't like going back to the same thing. If I got rid of it, I like to try a different company or different version. So we went with Atlas, had the Hyperion. That was a beautiful gun. One of my favorite guns. I actually got rid of that gun to buy my Honey Badger, which I think was worth it. I still kick myself for getting rid of it. But yeah. Then we went to a Nighthawk. I got the TRS, not the comp, just the Commander version, which I had the comp. And then got rid of that for a Staccato XC. which was probably one of my favorite guns. And I can see why. Like, in my opinion, there was no better gun than the XC. It was light, shot flat. Granted, it's not, maybe the tolerances were not as tight compared to like Nighthawk Atlas, but that gun shot phenomenal. I actually sold that gun to my brother in order to purchase this gun. We went with the Aimpoint Acro P2 because I love that enclosed emitter. Ever since it came out, I've always loved that look. It was just a big box, obnoxious look. Wasn't a fan of like the Steiner or anything like that. I just loved how clean this look is. Not saying anything's wrong with the Steiner, probably a great optic, but I just love the Aimpoint. And I usually been running this particular optic on most of my firearms. It's a great gun. If anyone has an Infinity, you obviously know how great the gun is. And if anyone is on wait to get their Infinity, I will say, please be patient. It's worth it in the end. I think I was quoted 10 months for this gun to be built. I don't think I got until 16 months later, which I was informed the whole way on why it would take so long. I had no worries, right? I'll get it eventually. I'm that type of person. Like, yeah, it sucks that I don't have it, but it's going to come eventually. So, but yeah, this is black pink. And what's cool about this one is, I think it's this way. Is it this way or this way? Sorry. Can't focus. Okay. Oh, you had it right there. So that's a custom. They let me choose my own serial number, and the serial number I chose was Kim and I's anniversary. So this is why this gun means so much to me and means so much to Kim. If you guys know who, a lot of my friends know me, I don't really keep firearms that long because I always like to get something different because it's just something I want to do. I just want to get something different. But the moment I got this, I knew this was something special for me. This is going to go down probably to my kids and hopefully down to my grandkids, further down. I want this to be a family heirloom. It's a beautiful gun. Paired with it is my leather holster, my custom leather holster that I got from a buddy of mine named Caleb. He owns, I believe the company is called Bitterroot. Caleb, if I said that incorrectly, I apologize. Caleb is a great person. When I told him that I was getting an Infinity handgun, he was super thrilled and wanted to make a holster for me to accommodate that, and he knocked it out of the park. And matches it almost 1-to-1. As you can see, it has that little flower embezzle on it. That's the same on the magwell. So that means a lot and fits like a glove. Guys, if you like leather holsters, go see Caleb. Great person. There's weights to this. Remember, artwork takes time. You can't rush anything. And he got this for me. And these are the only holsters I will ever run. Not to say there's anything wrong with Kydex holders, but I'm a bigger person. So when I run leather, it's not as sharp on me. It doesn't dig into the fat as much as a leather holster. And this is pretty stiff. So I like it. I also use a Hunter Constantine carry belt. This is probably one of the best belts I've ever used in general. Now, I don't wear it like a traditional belt where you can put it through the belt loops. I actually wear it more like a belly band. I usually put this on first and then put my gun on, and then I put my pants over. So most of the time I'm wearing gym clothes. I work from home, and I usually go straight to the gym, right? And then when me and Kim go out, most of the time it's in those gym clothes. Or if I go out, I wear shorts. But even then, I don't ever wear like any sort of belt with it because I'm a big person, right? Us big guys, our stomach is there to hold the pants. So what's nice about this is that it can carry the gun. So let me show you. So I'm putting it on right now for you guys so it doesn't look weird what I'm doing on the camera. So I'm gonna back up a little bit. It's hard to see, but yeah, so here it is, and then boom, wearing regular shorts. And I'm printing a little bit just because it's a little bit more of a tighter A shirt that I'm wearing, but yeah, so I'm able to carry this type of gun with this belt. Now, there are cons, right? Having this gun is definitely nice to have, but people will question you like, why do you carry such an expensive firearm? What if you have to use it? Well, you know, Lord knows, hope that day never comes where I have to use my firearm. But if I do, I'm comfortable enough with this firearm that I have trained with this gun enough, so it doesn't hurt me if I lose it, because you know what's the price of my life? Eventually, I'm gonna get a different gun to carry every now and then. This gun is beautiful, but as you can tell, if you own a 2011, weight. This is very heavy. I have no problem carrying it with the Hunter Constantine belt and, you know, every day, because that's what I've been doing so far. But eventually I would like something, you know, a lot lighter to carry. Something that'll do the trick and carry this on, like, you know, close to winter. But that's not important for me. I don't need another handgun right now. Kim doesn't go anywhere by herself that I'm not with her. So it's just really me that needs to carry. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed my little EDC video of what I carry. I have tourniquets in my bag that I usually keep with me in the event if, let's say, I ever had to use the gun. I have a tourniquet for that. I don't carry a blade, which I probably need to for whatever reasons. But yeah, but all right, y'all. Why don't you leave me a comment on what you guys carry and what your setup is and what your dream setup is, if you want something different down the road that you can't get now. But talk to y'all later. Peace. Oh, also forgot to tell you, when he sent me my gun, he sent me a custom pink infinity hat, because I don't think I've seen these on the website. So, Brandon, I appreciate it, brother.